While making plantation her new home and adapting to her new life in La Diáspora, she copes by making new memories wherever possible. Please give a warm welcome to PM3 Jeannie Cintrón.
Have you ever experienced or had the opportunity to experience a wonderful scene, like how a man in love looks at a woman and the light is so perfect that all you can think about is, wow, that is a perfect Kodak moment. Or, I wish I had a camera to take that, to remember this. Or when all of a sudden, that special moment pops into your head out of nowhere, and all you can think about is, I wish I could go back in time, snap some pictures so I can relive these moments over and over. In other words, have you ever regret not capturing that special moment in video or in film? Fellow Toastmasters and guests, that has happened to me a couple of times. Whenever I am at any event, I always take many pictures. To the point that I may annoy some people. And the funny thing is that those people that I annoy taking pictures are the first ones to ask me for those pictures over and over again. When my daughters were in school, I used to be that mom that at every event, I will show up with the video camera in one hand and the camera in the other. Remember these things? Nowadays, it's so easy because it's only one piece of technology and it fits back in your back pocket. I've always been a working mom, and I can count with the fingers of one hand how many events during my daughter's school years I have missed. Because capturing those moments for me were very important. And they were always very busy in school with projects, sports, arts, and even science. I always like to capture these moments. When my daughter, and this is before digital. Thank God for digital because I was going broke with film. And even in the beginning of digital era, it wasn't so easy for me. How many of you remember when it was a new thing, downloading music or video? Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Do you also remember how easy it was for your computer to crash or to get virus?
Oh yes.
Even though my computers always had antivirus, I did lose a lot of memories from my daughters when they were teenagers, before that pre-social media era. And even though this still happens today, at least it's easier to recover them. When my daughters went to college in upstate New York, many of my friends were very concerned. For so long, I was so busy with so many activities, they were worried about the effect that the emptiness will have on me. Little that they know, their friends adopt me as their mom. Their friends that stay in Puerto Rico to go to college. And they start hanging out in my house a lot. I used to have gatherings in my house every other weekend, and I liked it. They found in my house a very safe place. They were gathering, again, for no reason at all, and there was always laughter and so much joy that I really love it and miss it. There were times that I would be talking to my daughter on a Friday afternoon, and before she hung up, she would tell me just casually, very casual, "Oh, by the way, the guys are gonna stop by your house tonight." Or their friends will post on Facebook, "Hey guys, meet you at Jeannie's tonight." Sometimes I was the last one to find out. And they always came to my house because of my cook. I didn't even know I could cook. Because between my business and my daughter's busy agenda, I didn't have time to cook. I did have some help. I had Mrs. Wendy, Mr. McDonald, and Mr. Burger King. And whenever I wanted to go fancy, I had Chili's, Longhorn, or whatever chain restaurant there was around. Once my extended family, my daughters and sons from other mothers graduate from college, little by little they started receiving job offers in different states. They were leaving, they were going to become part of that diaspora, or diaspora, how you may call it. In 2017, with the last two ones to graduate from college, and with job offers already from the States, or the mainland, how we used to call it, I knew they were going to leave. That was the first time that I thought about the empty nest. By the end of the year, I decided that I was going to move. I didn't have to. I just saw it as an opportunity to start writing a new chapter in this thing called life. I thought it was time for me to start a new set of new memories. And that's when Plantation became my new home. I'm very fortunate that I get to see my daughters very often, considering that they live more than 1,300 miles away. And the best part is that we get to see each other in places like in Puerto Rico, in Florida, in New York, or in any other country. Like, for example, last week I saw my daughter in Miami. The next time I'm going to see her is going to be in Dominican Republic next month, in March. And my other daughter was here last month, and the next time we're going to see each other is going to be next month in Puerto Rico. Isn't that so great? The worst part about living in the diaspora is that as much as I see my daughters very often, I don't get to see my extended family as much. And I miss that. We have to schedule, we have to plan it ahead of time, make sure that we can see each other. My fellow Toastmasters, make sure that you capture those moments, because traveling or revisiting those memory lands or visiting happiness is a wonderful place to revisit. But the only way that you're going to be able to revisit them is if you start capturing those moments in the first place. Back to you, Madame Toastmaster.